And Shalom Akim is Brother Yashima Sakar from the Israelite Times Report, IsraeliteTimes.com. All praises are definitely due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and really believing this truth. IsraeliteTimes.com. Upon my watch. Got some news here. This is coming from the sociable.co. And it says here, we shouldn't regulate AI until we see meaningful harm. Microsoft chief economist of the World Economic Forum. This devil's got to go. This devil's got to go. Again, we shouldn't regulate artificial intelligence until we see meaningful harm. This is what he says. He says, this is what the article says. Microsoft's corporate VP and chief economist tells the World Economic Forum that artificial intelligence will be used by bad actors, but we shouldn't regulate artificial intelligence until we see meaningful harm. So ultimately what he's saying is we got to wait until something bad happens before we regulate this. Now Esau Edom is using this as a tool, a weapon against the people, against everyone, including his own people, which shows you just how wicked this devil is, man. Now, you think about it. If they're using this to bring constraints on their own people, imagine what they're going to do to Jake. Even with, these robot police officers that they got now and everything else, the dogs and machinery. If they're using that to replace their own people, imagine what they're going to do to Jake. If this devil had his way, this is why the times have got to be shortened for the elect's sake. These are signs that we are at the end. These are signs that we're at the end. Every time I see news like this, first of all, I say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, because I know we have to be at the end. There's no way in hell this place can continue. This devil is setting up artificial intelligence to replace human beings. And they're not playing around. They're really pushing this thing. And, there's reports of, this artificial intelligence is taking over news, news columnists. People won't even have that as a job anymore, as an option. You got this Chat GPT. Nobody needs a columnist. Nobody needs a journalist anymore. Nobody needs a writer, a freelance writer. They're just taking over everything, even music. You got these deep fake AI generated songs now. Rappers have been complaining because people are able to just use AI to make a song with their voice and their style of lyricism, right? This devil has to go, man. He is he's in a position now where if he went any further, there would be no flesh saved, like the scriptures say. This is how we're at the end, man. So, I encourage brothers to stay and prayer. Fast if you need to. I'm on a fast right now, as a matter of fact. But fast if you need to. Pray and watch, man, because it's getting absolutely ridiculous. Now, I want to get back to the article, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to continue on. Let me get back to the article. It says, speaking at the World Economic Forum Growth Summit in 2023 during a panel on growth hotspots harnessing the generative AI revolution, Microsoft's Michael Soares argued that when it came to AI, it would be best not to regulate it until something bad happens, so to not suppress the potentially greater benefits. These devils already have a plan in place. And what they're doing, Elon Musk is a part of this BS too. What they're doing is they're faking like, oh, we see artificial intelligence is kind of taking over things, but don't worry, we're here to regulate it. We're here to monitor it. They're playing the hero part. Like, oh, we're here to regulate and monitor it and make sure it doesn't get out of hand. Nigga, if you believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I want to sell you. Okay? And I got 4 yachts in Idaho for sale. This devil knows exactly what he's doing, and he's setting up this beast system by this way of AI and this artificial intelligence and with the algorithms and everything is all leading up to one thing. And those who have eyes to see can see it. But believe it or not, you got some people that are supposedly in this truth that cannot see it. It's being built up right in front of their faces. This devil is literally telling you they don't need human beings anymore. Because they have this artificial intelligence. I said this before, and I'll say it again. It's like this AI technology is meant to replace the slaves. Now, who were the slaves? The common working man. Because that's what you are. You're nothing but cattle to the ultra elites of Esau. Mainly the Amalekites, right? The top devils. They control everything. The small hats run every damn thing, right? That's no secret. Or it shouldn't be. Some people are stupid enough not to realize that. But they've reached a point now where they feel like it's too many people in the world and it's too many mouths to feed. Plus people complain about work schedule, health benefits, holiday time, or vacation time, and things of that nature. So they're like, you know what? We'll just get robots to do everything for us. We don't need these people. And if they don't care about their own people, see, this is the thing that Jake got to get in his mind. This technology, this AI technology, is to replace what they call mankind. That's what they call it, mankind, right? If they'll do this to their own people, imagine what they're going to do to Jake. Who did they offer the stabbing jab to first? Jake. They literally said they want to give it out to the African Americans, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans. The 12 tribes. They literally said this when they were rolling out that vax. So you have this other a-hole, Yuval Harari, who said we don't. What did he say? We can piss God off all we want. He said if God make it rain, so what? He doesn't care about a flood. This is the mindset of the elites of Esau, Edom. This is their mindset. But Jake think it's a game. Jake think that ain't nothing gonna happen. Jake, like I say all the time, Jake got that ain't nothing gonna happen spirit. They got that Bernie Mac, ain't shit gonna happen till I see it happen. I don't believe shit till shit happen. That's what Bernie Mac said. And niggas really got that attitude. But their attitude is soon gonna change, man. When Esau announced that the banking system is defunct completely. Because it's the only way that they're really going to make that CBDC thing run. And we know what follows after that. Okay? And let me see if there's more in this article. It says here in a quote, I am quite confident that yes, AI will be used by bad actors. And yes, it will cause real damage. And yes, we have to be very careful and very vigilant. Michael Source. This is what he's saying. But again, this is all smoke screen. This is Esau Edom mocking the people. And basically saying, yeah, we know that this technology here is going to cause damage. We know what it's going to do to the job market. But ultimately, we feel that the risk is worth the reward, or the reward is worth the risk. And we don't give a damn about the people. So he's showing you that he doesn't give a damn about you. He doesn't give a damn about his own people. I cannot stress that enough. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which followeth. And praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for that. Because we know that this devil is, not only is he coming down with great wrath, but he really believes that he's going to cause chaos, wreak havoc, and then go down into his damn bunker. That's his plan. That's the plans of these elites. And there's rumors floating around online. I don't know if it's true, but I watch because it's my job too. My side job. I have to look at what these what you call them, patriots, these right-wing patriots are talking about. And they're saying that a lot of these elites are, for whatever reason, they've taken vacations in the near future. Like, when I say near future, like July. These are the rumors that are spreading, and it's interesting because July is around the same time that Fed now is supposed to go on or get started. And from what I've been told in the background, what I've been told is that that's supposed to be like the test run for the CBDC. That's what I'm being told. And you can see that that's evident. That's not really no big secret. You can look at that and see that that's what it is. But that it's not the CBDC per se, but it's like the test run for that. But the way they're setting up, and New York is talking about using drones to fight crime. They rolled out their little robot dog demonstration in the streets about a month ago, I believe. I believe I did a report on it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I did a report on it. But they really plan on bringing in UN troops and using these robot cops, these robot police officers that they've created. And they're showing you, they're flexing their technology that they have. I want to get 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, right? So we got to stay in the spirit, and I'm talking to myself as well, because it's easy to get caught up in this BS out here. We have to remember that we have a Heavenly Father and His Son, that's looking after us and protecting us, man. It's easy to get caught up in this mess. It's easy. If you're not spiritual. That's what I mean. If you're not spiritual. So we got to stay in the spirit. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right. So Esau is coming in with the carnal weapons of war. Because he's a brute beast. He's carnal by nature. He don't connect with the Most High. That's why Esau sold his birthright. It's the same. It's the same Esau. It's the same Esau. He hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. He was carnal then. He's carnal now. Our people have a spiritual connection. Even Jake, when he go off, at least they'll try to go to church when they get into trouble. They'll try to get some kind of spirituality in them at that point. Okay? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, to the pulling down of strongholds. And that's what we're going to need to pull down these strongholds. It's the only thing that's going to pull down these strongholds. And that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, with all this news and this technology and this AI and robot dogs and the robot police, and them using their technology to freeze people's bank accounts. If you say something online that they don't like, they'll just shut your stuff down. PayPal was threatening to fine people up to $2,000 or it was $2,500 if they saw you posting something on social media that they deemed inappropriate, or they called it misinformation or disinformation. The DHS has set up some kind of misinformation board. They're supposed to be regulating, and they're targeting the men of the Lord, the men that are bringing out this word. That's who they're targeting. Okay, but our weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to the pulling down of strongholds. It's the only thing we can rely on in these times, man. Because Jake ain't got it. Regardless of what Jake think, Jake ain't got it, man. Jake think he gonna rise up some new Black Panther Party BS, and they're gonna get together and somehow they're gonna fight Esau. Man, you out your goddamn mind, man. You are out of your goddamn mind. Esau got military weaponry that they've displayed back in 2005, where they can send a magnetic pulse to make you shit your pants. A wavelength. that can literally make you like lose your functions, lose your bodily functions. It's gonna take a spiritual power to fight this devil, man. You are out of your damn mind. And then the niggas, they say, oh, see, you Israelites, man, you ain't about nothing. You ain't really trying to get our people to rise up and fight against this devil. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua. Period. Point blank. Period, man. So when I hear a nigga like Sarnetta talking ish about Yahushua and making fun of the Israelites, saying, oh, you guys believe in this God that's going to crack the sky. You damn right. Oh, the sky going to get cracked, all right. It's going to get cracked with them nuclear missiles as well. Earth is going to shake. It's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. Guess you don't believe that either. Again, like I said, these niggas got that Bernie Mac, I don't believe shit until shit happens attitude. You niggas are going to change your tune. You're going to change your tune because Esau going to make you change your tune. This is further proof right here that Esau is not playing around. The elites, man, they really going in. They're going in for broke. This is from technocracy.news. It says King Charles plot to accelerate the United Nations 2030 agenda goals and complete digitization of humanity. It says here the World Economic Forum and United Nations are so concerned that the goals of Agenda 2030 is the sustainable development and the Great Reset, aka technocracy, under a one world beast system. This is what they're calling it. This is what Edomites are calling it. You got these niggas. This is shouldn't. No, I'll say it. It's embarrassing. Because these Edomites recognize this shit, man. Excuse my language. These Edomites recognize it, man. They are calling it the beast system. I'm going to read this again. The World Economic Forum and United Nations are so concerned that the goals of Agenda 2030, sustainable development and the Great Reset, aka technocracy, under a one world beast system are in jeopardy of not being fulfilled by the appointed date that they have called for a summit in September to discuss how they can kickstart their stalled totalitarian agenda. First of all, the fact that even these Edomites recognize that this is a beast system being established, or they, at least they're trying to establish it. Then second of all, this is straight out of Revelations. They're saying that they're trying to hurry up and kickstart it. Well, isn't that what Revelation says? He's going to come down with great wrath? Right? That's what's happening, man. This devil was not playing around. And that's good. That's good. I hope they kickstart it. I hope they kickstart it. Go ahead and get it, man. Go ahead and get it popping. says the September 18th through 19th summit in New York will mark the beginning of a new phase of accelerated progress towards the sustainable development goals according to the United Nations. That's dealing with Esau's Agenda 2030, where they're going to absolutely, like they said, bring totalitarian strengths on people. It's going to be worse than what you saw in 2020. Way, way worse. Okay? You will not be able to leave your house without permission, basically. That's how they want to, set it up. But they got the smart city programs, 15-minute city. It says the World Economic Forum founded, and I'm not even going to go into that. Actually, I will. I'll tell you what, because there's a little piece right here that I want to get. It says the World Economic Forum, founded in 1971 by German economist and engineer Klaus Schwab, under the tutelage of Dr. Henry Kissinger, that devil. I believe he typed up some way to depopulate Jacob, basically. That leaked out. I believe that was from the 70s, Henry Kissinger. But it says he said for years that by the year 2030, the people of the world will own nothing, that they will have no privacy, but they will somehow learn to like their evolving state of digital slavery. Okay? So this is who's in control. This is who's in charge. This is who Jake is not paying attention to. This is why you should never trust your enemy. This is why you should never trust your enemy. And like I said before, I'll say it again. If they're going to do this to their own people, imagine what they're going to do to the children of the Most High. What they're going to do to the Israelites. Imagine it. Imagine if this devil had his way and he was actually able to bring this thing in. That's why we want him to hurry up and get it going. Hurry up and get it going. Go ahead and bring in the MOTB. I hate the fact that they're slow-footing, BSing around, bringing out the Fed now and then the CBDC and got to go through all this bullshit. Go ahead and push the MOTB, man. The people might say, well, why would you want that? Look, because we know that when he brings that, that's the end. World War III is already being stirred up as we speak. I don't know how true it is, but they said that somebody, tried to get rid of Putin, tried to take Putin out, and I think they sent a drone strike over the Kremlin, if I'm not mistaken. So that's already in development, man. This is it's a beautiful thing. Although my spirit is vexed by this wicked ass kingdom and this wicked society, it's a beautiful thing seeing prophecy come to pass. It's a beautiful thing watching it all develop, because every day prophecy is in the news. Every day. And the only thing I can tell you is seek the Lord while he may be found, because this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. If you haven't done it, you better do it. You better do it quick. You better do it fast, because the time's going to come when we're not going to be available to you. You won't have access. You'll be looking for us and we won't be there. I've said it before. When 2020 went down and we was in the middle of the pandemic, I was getting calls from people, people wanted to know what was going on, because they're not in the know. People don't know, they don't know anything. I'm trying to watch my language here. But people don't know nothing, man. They know that I'm the crazy one. that's always keeping up with this stuff. Like I said, that's my job too. But also, I do it because I believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and I believe that we're in the last days. You know, it just so happens that my other job, that's my damn job. So I have to know these things for for both reasons, and the water, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for that, because that keeps me up to date and keep me researching and paying attention and seeing these things develop. But for you niggas out there that don't believe, you out your damn mind, man. You better listen to this word and get it in you now. Amos, the 8th chapter, 11th verse, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord." You know, and ultimately only the elect are going to really receive this word in its fullness anyway. You know, a lot of niggas get disenchanted because it's a fight. You know, I read that scripture in 2 Corinthians. You know, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? And niggas is carnal. Niggas is carnal, man. And they, you know, they've taken up Esau's ways, being in this society. They've, you know, become engulfed with Esau's ways and his attributes. But it's high time to wake out of sleep. Like it says, the Lord is going to bring a famine of the word, the hearing of the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. This is the time, man. This is the time to get it while you can get it. Okay? Because the Most High is not playing. The Most High is not playing. Esau is not playing either. The day is going to come when you're not going to be able to run to these carnal things, man. You know? The day is going to come when you're going to have to get that chip in order to buy your new pair of Nikes or to look fly to go to the club. The day is soon going to come. The day is soon going to come. And I know a lot of you jakes out there, you're not going to want to take it, but you're going to be put in that position where you're going to have to take it in order to maintain your lifestyle. Maintaining your lifestyle, all that generational wealth shit that these niggas is talking, and they don't see the coming flood. Not even a water flood, but the flood of Esau's armies. You know, his mandates, his unrighteous decrees. Ecclesiastes 11:4. Boast not thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. Right? Don't be boasting, because Lord hate a proud look. Boast not thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. And that's something that even Israelites have a problem with, boasting in honor. Got certain men out here riding on horses and shit like they're the Messiah. And that's obviously and I don't give a damn how anybody feels about it. That is obviously a damn CIA, FBI front group. Because that nigga's coming in, he think he Yahweh Shah. And y'all know who I'm talking about. And through the spirit, you know, I got a feeling that this dude is going to be set up. How do I say this? This dude, that organization is going to be is going to be the face of whatever false flag operation that Esau got set up. I put it like that. I just got a feeling. Like the Nation of Islam or the Black Panther Party. It's going to be like the Israelite version of that. But the scriptures say, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. Hidden amongst who? Are hidden amongst his righteous men, the men that honor the Lord. That's who it's hidden amongst. And these people don't think we're shit. They think we're scum. You know, we're the bottom. You know, and I feel that energy everywhere I go. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, this is something we have to deal with in this flesh. I'll be a fool for Yahweh Shah's sake. Don't the scriptures say, woe unto you when people speak good of you? Something along those lines, right? Why trimmest thy ways to seek love? When the Lord said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. That's what the scriptures say. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Any man that love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So when you see these Israelite camps, groups, riding around on a high horse, literally, you should know that that's not a man of the Lord. You should know that. Nobody should have to tell you that if you're spiritual minded. You know? Nobody should have to tell you that that's not right, that that's off as hell. Here it is, Yahweh Shah came in lowly on an ass. And this nigga riding around on a damn white horse or a high horse. Fancy garments on. Parading around and shit. And his group wasn't the only group acting the fool this Passover. But Esau is doing everything he can do to show you that playtime is over and these niggas are still out for play. They think that this is, you know, the early days of YouTube, 2007, 2008. They think they're going to continue having these big spectacle events for a Passover. Nah, buddy. Nah. Day of reckoning is coming. And what are you going to tell your congregation when they roll out those MOTB chipping stations? What are you going to tell them? I'm curious. I really am. I really am. Because I know brothers that are in some of these camps. One brother I know is a good brother. He do a lot of traveling. You know, not going to say his name or nothing, but he's in that particular group. Good brother, man. You know. But I wonder what is he going to do in that day? Because his leader is not telling him, his leader is not warning him that this is coming. And he's going to be faced with that hard decision. And the reason why I say it like this is because we are in a rehearsal. You know, we're in a rehearsal right now because the ultimate test is coming. This is right now what we're going through, this little petty bullshit that we go through when people lie on us, despise us. This is all petty bullshit. But the real test is coming. Those of you that got families, when your woman tell you, nigga, you take the chip or I'm leaving. You can't provide for me. You's a no good ass nigga. What you gonna do? I was tested like that long time ago. This chick, and that was my main chick too. You know, but she tried to get between me and the Most High, and I said, bitch, you can go. And I let her ass go too. And that was my main chick. But you can't let nothing get in your heart and let nothing separate you from the love of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai. You got to be willing to let everything go. And we have to give that warning. We that are sincere and really believe in this, we're supposed to give that warning, right? But these so-called leaders, they're not giving warning, man. And I sometimes I'll stop by their channel just to see what they're talking about, and they're talking about bullshit. Talking about Kanye West and I mean, it's like what the hell, man? You're supposed to be preparing your flock, or because you got to seek out, your soul. You got to seek out your own salvation. But as the leader, you're supposed to be giving them warning, man. You're supposed to be watching over the flock. Or what good are you? What good is it to sit there and make people hit your cash app to get breakdowns? What kind of wickedness is that? And you still not giving them warning. You breaking down scriptures, supposedly, but you're not giving them warning. You're supposed to be warning these people that this devil is coming down with great wrath. You're supposed to be reminding them of what they're in this thing for. Ezekiel 14, and I'll start at 9. Ezekiel 14 and 9, it says, "And if the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel." The deceived and the deceiver are his, even these deceived prophets, right? If the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. Now, if your leader is teaching you anything else but the MOTB is the microchip, your prophet, your leader, is deceived. And the Lord is going to destroy him because he's supposed to give warning. Okay, and it says, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him, that the house of Israel may go no more astray from me, neither be polluted any more with all their transgressions, but that they may be my people, and I may be their God, Yahweh, right? Saith the Lord, Yahweh. All right. Very serious times that we're living in. I want to get one more. I want to get one more scripture here. This is Ecclesiastes 11 and 25. It says, "In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. All right. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. Remember when 2020 happened, everybody was shaking in their pants, shaking in their boots, right? Now everyone is falling for the okie doke. They believe that everything is going back to normal. Why? Because the scriptures is always right. The scriptures is always on point. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. And that's what's going to happen. In the day of affliction and in the day of judgment, when that time comes, you can forget about all the shit you was talking, all the scoffing and the mocking that you were doing. You can forget about calling us bum ass niggas that ain't got nothing better to do. You can forget about that. You're going to try to run the sweet Jesus. Some of y'all are going to be smart enough to try to hear the word. But it's like I said, like I read before, there's going to be a famine of the word. Right? It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his deeds shall be discovered. It says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. You can forget about Nicki Minaj's booty in that day. Or, excuse me, what's her name? Not Cardi B, the other one. What's the other ratchet ass chick? Meg the Stallion. You can forget about that. The time's gonna come when the silly shit is gonna be put to the back burner. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me get I want to get one more scripture. I know I said the last one would be the last one, but I want to get one more. This is Luke 21 and 34. I want to close out with this one. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. We're not supposed to care about this damn life. We're supposed to love the Lord unto death. Hate your life unto death. Okay? And the cares of this world, and so that they come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. That's what we're striving to do. Watch as well as pray. Stay in the faith. And just keep pushing, man. No matter what, just keep pushing. I'm talking to myself. All right? Keep pushing. Keep pushing. No matter what, just keep pushing, man. Don't get shaken up by the cares of this world. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Okay? And with that, I'm going to say all praises due to Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai. Shalom.